I'm really starting to think that these women like are unemployed or homeless because every other video clip podcast, it's like, oh, how much he got? My man gotta make 6 figures. My man needs to drive this kind of car. He needs to pay for my bills. He needs to pay for this. How much money? Money, 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 money. And it's like, well, what you got? Because it seems like you don't have any money of your own, which is why you going so hard for his money in his wallet that he worked hard for. That's always confusing to me. Like, what y'all got going on? I'm not saying you need to date a man that don't got any money at all, but it's also like I love the fact that I have my own and I come to the table. I'm not begging. I'm not asking for my bills to be paid, rent to be paid. If you want to and you got it like that, I'm not going to say no, but I'm not out here begging. Y'all be begging. It's starting to get that y'all don't have no job, no savings account, no home. Like, what's going on?
You know, and it's interesting when I see these types of videos, which we see these videos on a daily basis. Yeah, and I agree with her. I think it's just a lot of women have become entitled. Social media is part of the reason, in my opinion, as to why a lot of these women think this way. They really have drank the Kool-Aid. They really have let social media and all this influencers on social media, like rappers and all these, city girls and all of these people who are telling them, they need to get to the bag and use a man to do so. It's part of the reason why we see so many women out here having a hard time getting into serious committed relationships. These women really believe that a man, a stranger, someone that they don't even know, should just come to the table automatically and just be ready to spend money on them, just on GP. Just come to the table because you want to get to know them or you may be interested in them. That your job as a man, when they say protect and provide, they really believe that a man is a general protector of all women, and that even in the process of trying to date her, that his responsibility is to come to the table, paying her bills, paying for whatever she needs him to pay for, and that's supposed to be okay. They really believe that? Or they just really think that that's what a man is supposed to do, or that's just what they want him to do, because she's right. They're probably broke themselves. You don't really have money to maintain and sustain the lifestyle that you would like to have. So you're pushing it on to men. Hey, well, if a ninja want to date me, if he wants to, have my time, my time is valuable, then he needs to pay. That is sort of the mentality that a lot of these women have. And it's part of the reason why so many men are turned off and why a lot of men are going their separate ways. It's because men don't want to be looked at as this wallet. All you see me as a walking wallet, a walking opportunity, a way to get your needs met, a way for you to use them and so that you can prosper. And in the end, you really don't see this man as a potential mate or somebody that you're really interested in. And I think that's a major problem. If women would just flip this script around and put themselves in a position that they're asking these men to put themselves in, then you would see how they would respond in a negative way, how they would assume that these men are crazy, how they would really speak out about who the hell you think I am. Do you think I'm well, if you think that would be crazy for you to do for a man or towards a man, why do you expect men to do it for you? Because deep down, these women know that this is not a fair deal, that this is unrealistic. But if they could get you to do it, if they can convince you or make you believe that this is something that you should be doing as men off rip, then it's a win-win situation for them, because a lot of these women are broke. All these women don't make 6 figures. All of these women on social media and a lot of these men too, everybody is not, I realized since I started doing this type of content on social media, everybody makes 6 figures. Everybody makes 6 figures or more. And when you look at the statistics of what most people make, most average people, which most people are average, both men and women, the majority of them do not make 6 figures. And that's okay. But you see, women are the ones who are perpetuating this idea that they need a man who makes six figures. He got to be damn near perfect. He got to be Jesus. He got to come to the table fully whole. He got to have it all put together to come and trick off on her, or she will not settle, not understanding that you don't have the qualities that a lot of these six-figure men that you're looking for, you don't have the qualities that they're looking for. What you want gotta want you. If the type of guy that you're looking for is not interested in you, he's not interested in you, he's not looking to take you seriously. If you have met these guys and if you had some sort of relationship with them and it was just strictly on a platonic or transactional type situation, that shows you they're not willing to take it further. They're not looking to make you their wives or really have a committed relationship with you, because you are not what they want. And it's okay. I don't say this to try to make women feel bad. I just want you to be more realistic in your approach, the same way that men have to be realistic in their approach. The same way we talk about men who could be overweight, this is the narrative that a lot of men make in these spaces about a man in the basement, fat as ever, sitting down eating Cheetos, chips wasting all over. You can visualize that, an overweight dude just sitting back eating Cheetos in his mom's basement, not doing anything with himself. It just shows you that this particular man doesn't have any aspirations, doesn't have any goals. He's not trying to do better. He's kind of lost in that moment, and that's where he is. Most women wouldn't look at him as a man that they would want to take seriously, a man that they would want to be in a relationship with, because he's like the bottom of the barrel to them. He's not trying, he's not doing anything. You're not going to find him attractive. So let's flip that around. If you have women out here who believe that they're 10s, because all women believe that they're 10. So you believe that you're higher on the totem pole than what you really are. But in the eyes of the men that you are trying to attract, they don't see you as such. They don't see you as these high top tier 10 women. They see you as something else. And usually you're not what they're looking for. You can be delusional all you want, but when you don't get the outcomes based on your delusion, it's not nobody else's fault. You got to understand, you have to take some accountability in your choices, how you present yourself, what you do, how you talk, how you speak, how you think. And when you present yourself to a man that you might be interested in, and he somehow does not see you as attractive and as great as you think you are, then that should tell you, listen, that's not the man for you. That's not the man for you. And typically what happens is, because women believe and they've allowed society to make them think that they're all 10s, and it's just unrealistic to think that, you got to understand the way you see yourself is not how everybody else sees you. So you got to take that into consideration. Now, if you go out here with the mentality of, I don't give a damn what they think, I'm who I am, I'm going to be who I am, I'm going to act the way I act, I'm going to be this independent boss chick or whatever, I'm going to be who I am, I don't give a damn about nobody else, then you got to be prepared for the consequences of that. You got to understand that, hey, yeah, while you going to be who you are, not really focusing on whether you need to make some changes, where there's some things, some deficits on your part that you might could change or do better to better your outcome. If you don't want to do that, then just be comfortable with the outcomes that you get. That's all I'm saying. As humans, we all have to make changes at some point. We all have to change certain things about ourselves in order to get better outcomes. Women have exposed themselves and exposed their nature, and men are listening. And now men are moving a certain way because they don't want to deal with these types of entitled, selfish women, because they know that it is not conducive to healthy, stable relationships. And they also know that with the nature of these independent women who say they want a man but don't need him, they're also running away from that idea, because they know that even if they pour their all into a relationship with the woman, she could wake up one day and just say, hey, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm not feeling it anymore. I'm out. And it don't matter if y'all have kids together, if y'all been married, if you've been together for the longest, these women can uproot the whole situation, tear it apart, walk away thinking that they could do better. And any person in their right mind, knowing this, will not sign up for something like this if this is the potential of what it could be. Now, don't get me wrong. I think anytime you go into a relationship, you're taking a risk because you can't see the future. You don't know what somebody's going to do. You don't know how it's going to turn out. But this is why you have to be very careful about the people that you pick, about the person that you decide to give your body, your livelihood to. And you have to really know that this person is signing up to be with you for the right reasons. And that y'all are committed to each other to making it work through the good, the bad, the ups and the downs. Because any marriage, any relationship is going to have that. That's a part of it. So you have to be prepared for it. And if you don't think that you want to be in it for the long haul, don't do it. But if you're starting it off going into a situation with these unrealistic, superficial ideas of what you think a relationship and what a man should be, or even what a woman should be, you're already starting off bad and it's going to end that way. So you got to know that a person is in it for the right reasons. They're not just with you to try to get a bag out you or level up from you, because that has nothing to do with healthy relationships. All this BS of these women's talking about, well, he gotta, because it's the bare minimum he wants. All that's dumb. When you meet somebody, you go into it trying to learn them, know them, get to know them. And if y'all pursue a relationship, you build together. Anything outside of that is a bunch of BS. And this is why a lot of those relationships fail. So listen, I just think once again, this whole idea of a man coming to the table, having to pay all these things for you is just asinine. And if you are a woman out here who actually wants a man, you really want something to build with, you got to stop doing that. You need to separate yourself from the rest of the hyena clan and let these men know that you're not superficial, that you're actually trying to find something that's solid and real, and you're dating for potential marriage or in serious committed relationships, and you're just not a transaction, but you're actually a woman that's worth something, and you're looking for something more in a man and not just to take money from them and use them and get to the bag, as they would say, that you are actually a quality woman and you're looking for a quality man. So listen, I'll leave it here. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.